Hey there, everybody. Aaron here from Comic Booked. Today I'm going to go through new comics that came out this past Wednesday. Let's see, that was the 4th, January the 4th. Yeah, you'd think I'd know the days, right? But yeah, January 4th, 2023. So these are new books that came out. Before I do that, though, I do want to quick mention a couple books I just got in the mail today, and I've got a bag and board them still, but these are ones that I was able to pick up really, actually pretty cheap. There's some variant covers for some Flash books that I wasn't able to find other places, which is kind of cool. So these are the recent Flash, but 760, 761. Let's see, 762, which was a really neat cover. 763. 764. Bet you can't guess the next one. 765. And finally, issue 766. So most of them look like Ezra Miller's Flash, so it's interesting. Some of the other the ones obviously Flash from the comics, but pretty cool. It's Lee Inhook that did the artwork on them. Very, very cool variants. So I'm just gonna leave these out, and then I will bag and board them later on. But I was able to get those actually as a bundle off of eBay from Hall of Heroes Collectibles. So you can check them out, hallofheroescollectibles.com. They also have a store on eBay, and you can check them out. They're pretty good. They have a lot of good comics and a lot of good products for sale. So, all right, books that came out on January the 4th. Sorry, leaning. January 4th, 2023. We'll start out with currently the worst idea in comics. Bad Idea. Escape from Wyoming, number 3, came out Wednesday. Robert Venditti works on this. So far it's a pretty interesting story. I like what they're doing. Bad Idea. I like the fact that they stopped making comics and yet still make comics. So interesting, but quality very, very good. Heavy stock covers, beautiful glossy artwork. Everything is really high quality for sure with those books. So I got quite a few books in my pull this week, and I picked up one older issue, Fantastic Four number 2, which is the new Fantastic Four series, and this is one of the Peach Momoko variant covers, which I thought was cool with the Thing. I haven't started reading this new series. It started out with that first rainbow cover issue, and I don't know what's going on with it, but I am interested in reading, kind of seeing where they're going with the Fantastic Four. I've always liked that team. I feel like they've kind of been sidelined in the past, and should not have been. But I understand politics of companies and things as they were when Marvel, DC / Disney didn't have the rights to make a Fantastic Four movie, and so they were like, fine, we're just not going to have Fantastic Four comics. So they kind of shunted the Fantastic Four off into another uncharted dimension for a little while and said, haha, there you go, Fox, what do you think of that? What about that? And then when Fox had to sell off all of their rights for everything, they gave back Fantastic Four. So now, we're looking forward to what's going to happen to the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We don't know. It should be interesting to see. But the new series looks interesting, so I'll pick it up and I'll start reading it and let you guys know what I think. I did pick up variant covers for a new book called Mosley, and really looks interesting. I got one of the cool foils. I got one of the Virgin covers, and then I did pick up the regular issue here. And this is a new book from Rob Gilroy, Sam Lotfi, and Jean-Francois Beaulieu. It looks interesting. I thought, it's kind of intriguing the way the cover is and the other variant covers. Boom has had some great books, and obviously, Something is Killing the Children. Awesome. There's Grimm that I'm reading. I really really like that. They've just done a ton of stuff over the last 10 years now that they've been around, and just had a lot of interesting stuff. So I did pick up this cover of Fantastic Four #3. So I have two, and I have one in my stack of stuff. So I'll get to that maybe tomorrow. You never know. I picked up the second printing of All Against All. It was the Spawn cover, just because I thought that was kind of cool. But this is a 5-issue limited series. Alex Pecknadel, Casper Wingard, Hassan Otsamani El doing the work on this. Looks pretty cool inside, so I'll read it, check it out, and let you know. I picked up a couple covers, the regular cover for Scott McTiernan's Holiday Party, and the variant, which was cool. No idea, but Jerry Duggan does work, and I really like him, so we'll see how that goes. This was something very interesting that I picked up. Black Sun, Children of the Black Sun. This sounds like a cool story. Blaze, one of the newer companies. This is, bad things have happened the last couple times the Black Sun has risen. So now we're going to see what happens this time. They did do a Something is Killing the Children variant cover, which was very cool. I like that. Sorry, my nose is running a little bit today. I picked up Avengers 64, the part 4 of Avengers Assemble. I've missed a couple parts, so I'm going to go back and pick those up and just see how this story's going. After reading Timeless, I talked about that in my last episode. You kind of see some of the things that are coming with the Avengers Assemble storyline. Another big event, changing the face of the Avengers. I don't know. I think they've changed the face of the Avengers so many times that they look like one of those actresses that had really, really bad plastic surgery jobs, and I just don't know where they're going. So we'll see. I did pick this up, Batman number 131. This is the first appearance of the Red Mask. So I don't know if he's like the Black Mask's brother. Not sure who he is, but the Red Mask is here in this one, as well as Robin, Tim Drake Robin. So this is, it's called The Batman of Gotham, is the new storyline. Chip Zdarsky's writing this. I really like his stuff. So yeah, we'll see how the series of Batman goes. Added it to my pull, start reading it. It's been a while since I've gotten back into Batman, so we'll see. I think the last time I did was, the beginning of Rebirth, and then I read it maybe up through 50 or 60, and then I kind of dropped it for a while. So, Scout Comics had a new book that I thought looked really cool, Grim Space, and this is, I thought this was somebody that I knew. Frank Martin's doing the story, and Dan Scalisi does the artwork. It just looked cool. It looked like some kind of Gordo-looking creature, the three stacked up eyes and all that stuff. So I don't know. I had no idea what it's about. I just thought it was cool looking. Scout Comics, they definitely grabbed me with the cover on this one. So we'll see. Opus, I pick up stuff from Opus every once in a while just because it looks cool. I buy comics because they look cool. A lot of times, or I'll hear, hey, something's going on with this book, you got to get it. This one is called The Phantom Tomorrow. And I mostly picked this up because Michael Morisi, a guy that I've talked to several times, I've helped out in the past when he was getting started. He did some great work several years ago. We did some interviews with him and promoted some work that he did, and just very interesting and interested to see what he's done with this. So this is called The Phantom Tomorrow, and Black Veil Brides it ties in with Black Veil Brides, the band. So I guess Opus always tries to do their comics in conjunction with with someone, or like with the band members or lead singers or whatever. So the story is from Andy Biersack, who I guess is one of maybe the singer for Black Veil Brides, and then Michael Morisi wrote the actual comic. So it looks pretty cool. I will read it and let you know. But yeah, Opus is definitely a cool comic company. They've done some interesting stuff in the past. I think they had another one out this week, maybe Deathgasm. That was the first issue from them, I think. I don't remember. So I don't buy everything. I can't afford it. So I get what I can. I did get Dark Web, Gold Goblin number 3. Now I don't know if this is Dark Web 3 or this is Dark Web Gold Goblin. I'm not sure. So the storyline of Dark Web so far, the first issue was pretty good. It was Ben Reilly and Madeline Pryor, both clones. Ben Reilly, clone of Peter Parker. Madeline Pryor, clone of Jean Grey. And they both have decided that they deserve a better place in the world. And Madeline Pryor, you remember, she's the Goblin Queen. She had brought forth Inferno back in the day, where Mephisto and all the demons of hell and limbo and whatever had come to Earth and were taking over New York City. So we're having kind of a rehash of that in part of this. And Norman Osborn's become the Gold Goblin. So there's kind of some stuff going on with that. Venom's involved. It's interesting. So we'll see. I picked up. I actually had them order this for me. This is the second printing variant cover for Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. If you are not picking this book up, you really should. It's a great story. The artwork's really cool. Story's really neat. Jason Aaron, great writer. I really like the artwork of Alexandre Tefengi. I like his work so far. It's very, very nice. And the coloring, Lee Loughridge does the covering, or Lowridge maybe. I like the colors of it too. It's very cool. So definitely a good book. This is book 1, Love in the Wasteland. That's what it's called. So far the second issue's out. You probably can still get the first issue. The covers are beautiful. I just thought the second printing cover was cool looking. So third issue of Planet Hulk Worldbreaker. I can't read. Sorry. I just look at the pictures and go, ooh, cool. Planet Hulk Worldbreaker number 3 is out. I haven't read 1 and 2. They're in my stack. That's coming up next. So, and finally, again, I haven't read issue 1, but another book from Ablaze, Family Time number 2. Kind of a cartoony looking story, but it looks really interesting. I was interested to read the first issue. So this is Lily Wyndham and Robert Wyndham wrote this, and Isaiah Fulmore is doing the artwork. It looks pretty good, so I'll let you know about that one too. That was another one that was just kind of happened to be on the shelf, looked kind of interesting. Picked it up, it had a cool cover, and I threw it on my pull list. So those are the books I picked up. I know there were a few other things, some other maybe Green Lantern stuff. I think there was a John Stewart Green Lantern something book that came out this week. There's been a couple other books over this week as well that were pretty hot topics, but I didn't pick them all up. So I try to get stuff I'm going to read or stuff that I'm just interested in putting away for collection. Let me know how do you pick books for your pull, or how do you pick books when you go in the store? Do you have a set budget and you say, okay, I'm only going to spend $40 on comics this week, or $30 or $20 or $10 and get 2 books? What do you do? How do you allocate money, or how do you figure out what you're going to buy? Do you need to use an app, or do you use a website, or do you depend on me to put a video out 3 or 4 days late to tell you, here are the books I picked up? I'm going to try to do this a little more timely. Maybe try to pick my books up on Wednesday and actually show them to you. Or better yet, try to work out a deal with my local shop where maybe on Tuesdays I can go in there and go, here are the new books, and kind of just show you what's on the wall. So that might be an option, and I'll let you know how that goes. So, but thank you for watching. feel free to leave me some comments. I definitely want to know what you are reading, and if you're reading some of the stuff I've got on my list, you let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you picked up anything cool. Variant covers, sometimes those variants are a little expensive. It'd be cool you pick up a cool one, or you find a cool one at a shop where they priced it the regular price. I've done that before. I had a couple that were glow in the dark, so I went to a different shop, and it was there on the shelf, regular price, and it was a glow in the dark variant that should have been probably $15. Still cool. So you never know what you can find when you go digging. Sometimes, even in the bins, but sometimes on the new, the new releases shelf, they don't always know the variants and what the variants are. So you never know what you find. There's all kinds of treasures in the wild sometimes. All right, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. It helps out the channel. Really trying to build this up and get more people interested. If you are a comic writer or comic artist and you're interested in getting your book promoted, or you just want to talk about your book, send me a message or message me on here. We're also on our Facebook. We're also on Facebook, on the Facebook. You can check out Comic Booked at facebook.com or whatever, Otherwise, you can, if you go there, you got contact information for me. That's probably one of the easiest ways. But I'm on the YouTube channel all the time, so if you message us, I will respond, and then we can chat elsewhere. So, also, if you're interested in writing, we're looking for writers, looking for people interested in joining a podcast. Another thing that we're trying to get going. And maybe somebody who'd just like to jump on for a one-on-one conversation about comics on a video. I'm always looking for that. So anything you can think of, I'll entertain it. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Look forward to the next episode of whatever I'm going to talk about. And have a good evening. Thanks.